Can you hear me? Uh, there's been a little mix-up here. There was a mix-up last. They're trying to get me off the show, man. I'm telling you right now. This business about President Obama telling you not to watch Limbo is also reflecting all the talk show hosts, including me. That was a terrible mistake that they made, and it's unfortunate, but we straightened it out. My name is Tom Tomasian. This is the 21st century. I'm also running from the, let's see if I get my friend called. Hello?
Hi, Tom.
Everything okay?
Yeah, no, I can barely hear you through the screen.
You can barely hear me?
Yeah.
Really? Oh my God. Oh wow. I'm sorry to hear that. Let me wait a minute. Let me try this another way. Can you hear me now? Hello?
Yeah. Yeah, you sound better, yeah.
A little better?
Yeah, a little better.
Let me see now.
Much better. There you go, Tom.
Oh, wait a minute. Go ahead. Wait a minute. Okay. How's that?
Yeah, that's good.
How about that?
Yeah, much better.
Much better?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, sure.
I don't know what to tell you, man. I just don't know what to tell you. Calling the MC. And last week they told me to get out early. If you watch the show, you watch the show every week. Remember, I'm running against Moses Bloomberg and Quinn of the council people who have been ripping us off, who are now telling us they're going to take money out of our payroll. That's New Yorkers, people who live in New York, people who pay their taxes here are also taxed. They're going to be taxed for the subways and the buses, and the people in New Jersey and the people in Connecticut who are ripping us off. And I'm going to get into that because the governor of Jersey and the governor of Connecticut are trying to get the firms from New York to go to their states, and they're coming here to make a lot of money. At the same time, who's coming here? The people from Connecticut are coming here, and the people from Jersey are ripping us off. And they park here, and they make a lot of money, and they get out, and they don't pay taxes in New York. And they're trying to take businesses away from New York City. Sounds like America had with the Europeans. Same rip-offs. Stealing our businesses. God, I don't know if I'm... Can you hear me? I hope you can. Why is it that we have these problems? Oh, man. Wait a minute. Let's see if I get around the other way. This annoys me just as much as you because I got a lot of things to talk about. And I'd like you to hear me. Hello? Can you hear me? Yes. Okay. I'll talk to you. What is going on in this city? What's going on in this country? What's going on in the mayor's race? Oh, incidentally, the mayor's race is Mr. Representative Anthony Weiner. You know, the guy that makes a lot of speeches. He's running for the mayor. He just raised $6.6 million from the mayor's race, and he's not going to run. He's not sure. He's not going to do it. No, I'm not with you, Mr. Weiner. I'm still running. Under no money, campaign financing is an American sin. I'm asking you to help me. We need a third party. I heard Lou Dobbs. I heard all the commentators, even the Democratic commentators are saying, we need a third party here. I will represent you in a third party. We are an independent party. The minority party is what it's called. Help me run this election. Let's shake up Wall Street, shake up the banks, shake up the mayor, shake up the rich people. Because right now you're not doing anything about that. It's unfortunate. Here are some of the reports that coming from the bankers and the people like Alan Schwartz. He's the chief executive officer of Bear Stearns. He was. You know what he says? I can guarantee you it's a subject I've thought a lot about, he replied, looking backwards with hindsight, saying, if I had known exactly the forces that were coming, the actions I would have taken, I would have done something else. Jimmy Kane, Mr. Schwartz's predecessor, never had to testify before Congress. He didn't even do it. I wasn't good enough to tell you what was going to happen. He's confessing, in other words. I want to, please listen to me carefully because I want to show you that these people could have made other decisions, but their filthy greed, their wives and their dirty little kids and their mistresses were first before you and I. Please understand that these men cheated and lied and took chances that they didn't have to take. Dick Fuld, a longtime chief executive officer at Lehman Brothers. This is what he said. I wake up every night thinking, what could I have done differently? What could I have said? What could I? Harvey Miller, bankruptcy lawyer, says, the comptroller fails to recognize that Lehman was a victim. They're victims. How about us? What are we? Taxpayers. In fact, they could not have chosen to admit it. Many of these top bankers, as well as Stanley O'Neill, he's an African-American, I want you to know, the former chief executive of Merrill Lynch, was handed $161 million. For instance, even though he had many opportunities to do so, Mr. Cain never steered Bear Stearns away from the extremely heavy concentration of his hugely profitable fixed income business. In the year 2003, Mr. Cain passed on chances to diversify his firm by buying Pershing, the back office company. In other words, he could have done something else. So when they say they're sorry and they could have done, they had choices. Mr. Cain never seriously considered raising the firm's equity. He never considered getting more equity for the firm, which we now know was perilously low. It was too low. Nor did he seriously consider selling or merging it. Rather, he deliberately chose to take Bear Stearns deeper into the manufacture and sale of all those risky mortgage-backed securities. This is what people do with huge amounts of money. All these people, all of them, all these real estate brokers, stockbrokers, bankers. The director encouraged Mr. Cain to make the firm as profitable as possible. And that's what he was doing. Profitable, no matter what. Bear Stearns' balance sheet remained loaded with extremely risky assets that the firm had leveraged to the hilt. Like Mr. Cain, Mr. Freud also made huge risky bets on manufacturing. The firm underwrote some, listen to this at Goldman Sachs. This firm underwrote $100 billion of commercial mortgage obligations, putting it among the top 10 underwriters before it got out of the game. When in the summer, etc., etc. Could these Wall Street executives have made other less risky choices? Did you ever ask yourself that? Or Obama, McCain, or Democrats and the Republicans? Oh, you're just listening to the people that you watch on television. Could these Wall Street executives have made other less risky choices? Of course they could have. If they had been motivated by something other than absolute greed. Evercore Partners, Greenhill and Lazard took one look at these risky securities and decided to stay clear. When this man worked at Lazard, they wouldn't take any chances. Even the venerable, if obscure, Brown Brothers Harriman, with private partnership where President Prescott Bush, the father and the grandfather of the two presidents, made his fortune, has remained consistently profitable since 1818. None of these smaller firms manufactured a single mortgage-backed security, and none of them had taken a penny of taxpayers' money. I'll point something out to you. I also paint. I'm a pretty good artist, and I wrote a play and a lot of things, yeah. And I'm 82 years old, and I know you out there want to talk about many senior citizens. Don't pay any attention to this. Neither do you pay attention to you young people. Our lives begin to end the day we become silent about things that matter. Well, these things matter. These things are ripping us off, and we are being hoodwinked and lied to.